Well, good afternoon, everyone. My name is SAMgammons, and anyone who knows me will tell you that I love animals. And more importantly, I love people who love animals. So at the 2016 CSWE conference, I saw in the hallway all of these doggies gathering with their humans. And so I decided to follow the wagging tails. And I ended up right where I was supposed to be, in a session for animal-assisted intervention. And it was that session that began my journey to veterinary social work. I didn't even know it was a thing. My Keystone project allows me to work with the National Association for Black Veterinarians to research the impact of racism on compassion fatigue among African American veterinary professionals. When you add COVID-19, the increase of racial division in our nation, watching the January 6th, 2021 storming of the Capitol, and the countless police assaults on people of color, I wondered and realized in my hypotheses that racism has to contribute to compassion fatigue. My goal was to complete a needs assessment to identify the psychoeducational training needs for African Americans in the profession. And I used the professional quality of life scale to do a self-assessment. I also wanted to identify stress reducing interventions that was of interest. And the top three were meditation, mindfulness, relaxation with sleep. Since Black veterinarians make up less than 4% of the veterinarians in the United States, I knew that this research was important. I had to overcome a lot of barriers. I didn't know if there was an organization that specifically dealt with Black veterinarians, or if I would have to go to the 3 HBCUs that offer veterinary programs. I did a Google search and I found out that the National Association for Black Veterinarians existed, and it was founded by Dr. Annie Daniels, who is the founder and is on the faculty of the LSU School of Veterinary Medicine. I'm a Google girl and a Survey Monkey person. And so it was imperative that I learned Qualtrics in order to manage the data in this research. My most rewarding experience was working with Dr. Daniels and her team, really understanding the literature reviews, because the modules that we took for the certification allowed me to get a better understanding of the operational definitions that were used in this, in the research. And then of course, digging into the data and seeing how I could really help African-American veterinarians. And so what I found with racism and its impact was that ages 35 to 64 responded yes to the question, do you believe that racism adds to compassion fatigue for African Americans in the veterinary profession? But what was strange to me was that ages 25 to 34, ages 65 to 74, ages 18 to 24 said that it probably added to compassion fatigue. And I just thought that that was an interesting data to know about. And now I'm wondering about the attitudes and the information within these age groups. So I have a lot more questions about this data. We had a total of 24 respondents, and thank you for your time.